So we took a week break from This Week in Hearthstone, and well, a lot of people have been asking, what's Nova been up to? And well, she's just been chilling out with me. That's right, this is what I wake up to every morning, Nova checking up on me, and well, she's been doing well, hanging in there, and well, she's ready and excited to talk about This Week in Hearthstone and the news, so let's get right into it.
Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, and welcome to This Week in Hearthstone, the 54th edition of our weekly news recap series where we took a look at the news and events in the Hearthstone world in the past week. And well, we took a week off and we are back, and well, our top story this week is going to go over how the heck these Mercenaries packs are going to work. Is the game going to be expensive? Do you need to pre-order? All of this stuff, we'll talk about that as honest as I can from the information that I have seen, as well as the Grandmaster results from the past week, covering the Americas region, the European region, as well as the Asia Pacific region, as well as the Mailbag segment where I answer your questions. So first, starting off, we've talked a lot about Mercenaries, especially when it was originally released, and these expensive pre-orders in the menu. Well, Blizzard had to disclose, basically they're required to disclose how exactly their packs are going to work for Mercenaries. You can find that, I will link it below on Battle.net. They have their own article, but basically it's been broken down by multiple users. I have this Reddit thread here that I grabbed the information from, how it works and how expensive it's going to be, how everything works. So basically, opening a Mercenaries pack in Hearthstone will add five items from the following three types to your Mercenaries collection. You'll either get a Mercenary card, which allows you to play a Mercenary in the Mercenaries mode with its default portrait. You'll either get a portrait, a Mercenary portrait, which is a different look for a Mercenary, which you can select when playing that Mercenary, as well as Mercenary coins. Coins allow you to craft a Mercenary if you do not own them, and upgrade their abilities and equipment. Mercenary coins are unique per Mercenary. For example, shown here, Jaina coins can be used with the Jaina Mercenary. So basically, you open a pack, there'll be one of these, there'll be these three things, right? You'll get a coin, you'll get a portrait, or you'll get a Mercenary itself. And it goes further from that. There's rarities. There are rarities for these items. There's rare Mercenary cards, there's epic Mercenary cards, and legendary Mercenary cards. No common, like Hearthstone packs, and basically each Mercenary pack contains at least one rare or better Mercenary card, and then on average, one epic can be obtained every 5 Mercenaries packs, and for legendaries, one will be guaranteed in the first 10 packs, just like Hearthstone packs, and then after that, you can expect a legendary Mercenary card on average in 20 packs, which is the same as a Hearthstone pack. The pity timer is 40 in Hearthstone, and well, it looks like it'll be very similar here, and on average you'll get one every 20 packs. For Mercenary coins, a pack can contain one or more drops of Mercenary coins of any Mercenary, and each drop will be in between 35 and 45 coins. And again, rare coins can drop 12 times in 10 Mercenary packs on average. Epic coins can drop 10 times in 10 Mercenary packs on average, and legendary coins can drop 8 times in 10 Mercenary packs on average. So you can figure out, and basically the coins, you collect them, and if you get enough of them, you can build whatever the coin is for. If you get a Jaina coin, you put it together and make a Jaina thing. It's very common in these gotcha games. And then all Mercenaries, for the portrait drop rates, all Mercenaries have 3 golden Mercenary portraits. All legendary Mercenaries also have a diamond Mercenary portrait. Whenever you obtain a Mercenary portrait from a pack, the portrait you receive will be based on the following baseline percentages. For legendary Mercenaries, you get a 30% chance to get each of the 3 golden portraits and 10% chance to get the diamond portrait, and for rare and epic Mercenaries, you get 1/3 chance to get each of the 3 golden portraits. And based on all this data and everything here, it really looks like the economy of Mercenaries, the way it's like the timers, the way just everything is, it's going to be an expensive game if you want to like get everything, keep up with everything. It looks like it's on par with Hearthstone. They've literally, like, if you look at the numbers, the percentages of all this stuff, it just screams Hearthstone. And if you're looking at what like should you pre-order? First off, I'm not recommending a single person to pre-order Mercenaries until we get more details on what the game is actually like. And again, these pre-orders are very expensive. We don't know exactly like how much of everything is going to be in the game and how much you need to open, but based on these percentages, I'm going to be very surprised if it's not going to cost a very similar amount to Hearthstone. And it's very concerning because, like, again, we've talked about Hearthstone being very expensive. You basically, Mercenaries, I feel like, is you're going to have to pick one or the other. I feel like if you want to play Hearthstone and Mercenaries, unless you're very wealthy and have a lot of time, you're probably going to have to pick one or the other. But yeah, the way the packs and the coins and the portraits, it's very, very feels... I don't want to use the word predatory, but it feels a little bit predatory to me that it's going to be very much like you're going to open packs and get coins, and then you want to open a pack to get more coins to fill up something, but then you might get a mercenary, and apparently there's duplicate protection, so some of that stuff will be avoided, but I don't know. I feel like for a new mode that, again, we've sacrificed apparently, putting everything on the back burner, everything like on hold for this, it's like... Good Lord, they did not make this very appealing to a free-to-play player, to a budget player, to someone who spends a lot on Hearthstone already. I'm not pre-ordering. I am not pre-ordering at all until I've said I've seen what the game can do and that Hearthstone itself is shown to be in a good state. I don't think anything of those things are really true. But if you are interested in Mercenaries, this stuff looks interesting to you, feel free to pre-order and all. I cannot honestly recommend it right now, but I'm sure we'll get more information on everything going forward, but this is all we have for now, and my initial impressions are just not very solid. Next, we have the Grand Masters results for week number 3, which we saw competition across the Asia Pacific, EU, and Americas regions. And starting off with Asia Pacific, we had the final 4 of Possessi and Tiz, and Alutemu and Oka Shinsuke. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, with the final of Tiz versus Okan Shinsuke, with Tiz taking week number 3 as the champion. So congratulations to him. Over on EU, we saw the final 4 of Bunny Hopper and RDU, and Psycho versus Gabby, with the final being RDU and Psycho taking home the championship for this week. So congratulations to Psycho. And lastly, on the Americas region, we saw Luna Love and No Hands Gamer, as well as McBanterface and Dreadeye, make this week's top 4, with the final being between Dreadeye and Luna Love, with Dreadeye taking home, I believe this is the first time he has won a week, so congratulations to Dreadeye. A lot of great performances this week from some new faces and some old, so congratulations to all the winners from the Grandmasters this week. And lastly, we have the mailbag segment where I answer your questions. Again, if you want to ask me a question, leave a comment in the comment below with mailbag in the comments. So first, starting off with Bonzo Stracuzo, he asked me, imagine that you can only nerf 5 cards, except United and Stormwind ones. Oh, that is just an awful proposition here. To fix as much as you can, what would you do? Maybe I can make a video on this someday. I feel like it's tough to answer in a mailbag question. If I can't nerf United and Stormwind cards, I feel like I can't help fix Wild. The quest lines are so problematic, but if I'm looking, I guess you could hit up like a Crystallizer and Flesh Giant again to help the Dark Lair Warlock situation, and Mage, maybe like Apprentice you could hit as well. I don't know. It feels really like it's United into Stormwind that's problematic more than anything. Everything else is just really strong, and like I think things in Wild can be really strong, but problematic feels restricted United Stormwind. But I guess if you would try and help, Crystallizer definitely seems like one of those cards. We have Jason asking, to continue on the topic of Star Wars stuff you answered to, what fantasy movie video games would you consider your all-time favorite? So I'll just say the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I know it's cliche, I know it's predictable, though they're amazing movies. The Hobbit ones, not really a fan of, but you know, Peter Jackson's, the original like extended Lord of the Rings trilogy films, they're just amazing. I love them. And for video game, The Witcher 3. I just think The Witcher 3 is perfect. It's a masterpiece. Absolutely love it. And I just have to say The Witcher 3. It's just so good. Merlin asks, do you think they'll ever add a randomized hero portrait for ones who want to use them all but not have to make a deck for each of them? Ixar recently addressed this on a very recent AMA and said it's something they are planning on doing. It's just been, you know, on the back catalog of list of things they want to add to the game, but expect it likely next year. So yeah, it's something I would love to see, and apparently it will happen, so that is awesome to see. And then lastly, Richard Graff asks, are we going to get another Zeddy talk, and this time with Mark McKins? I never know how to say your name, Mark. I'm sorry. The Combo Master. And when I started the Zeddy Talks About Everything series, which I've done with like Regis, Dexter, Solemn, and Ali Straza, I originally asked Mark way back when, and he said he would definitely be down for it. He was just busy at the time, and things have gotten crazy since then, and I haven't got back to the series. But if I do bring it back, which I am hoping to, I think Mark would be my next guest. So yeah, shout out to Mark. We might be doing that in the near future. So there you go. That's This Week in Hearthstone. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.